I think honestly the message that I want to send to the world is just to love one another, and you see how that consistently doesn't happen all over this planet.
Break these fucking boundaries, break these geographical boundaries.
National borders and all this, it's really not so important. When you really boil it down, what's important is just living life, being happy, doing good, helping other people.
If you come from a place of anger and a place of dissatisfaction of the things that are happening in the world, nothing's going to change.
Stop war, love you each other, share everything. Don't think too much, and just enjoy present moments.
People are all people, and we're not different from one another, and that we need to remember this, and that together and united we are strong.
If life gives you nothing but lemons, then make some lemonade.
So you can offer this day to do something good for others.
I think there should be some more dancing. That'd be good.
If you're being handed all these bad hands in life, then don't see them as bad hands, turn them into a positive opportunity.
Don't worry about so many things that you can't control, and try to love people more.
Be good, just be good, please. Don't hurt nobody.
Everybody be nice to each other. Be peaceful. Everyone's human, everyone's nice, so yeah, just keep chilled.
I'd probably quote an American writer called George Sanders, who said that the only deep regrets he has in his life of moments when he wasn't kind.
The most important thing is to be aware of the moment.
The thing that I find the most needed in this world is love. Just simple, pure love.
And don't try to persuade people of your point of view, just accept the other person and live in peace. For God's sakes, live in peace.
Please don't follow the sects and the religions and the cults. Whatever gets you wherever, there's always your own way. Make your own little trek rather than the road which was carved by others.
Everyone is running towards fashion, but according to me, fashion is something in which we are comfortable. I am comfortable in my jeans, my Crocs and a round t-shirt, so it's fashion according to me.
You have to live your life with freedom, and you have all right that you can do what you want.
Love more. That's all.
Live your life to fullest. Live your life king size. Do not waste any time. Live every moment. Every single moment.
We should enjoy what we are getting from nature and what we are doing. We should enjoy our work.
Right now, everything seems to be very complicated. We seem to be overthinking a lot of things. Facebook rants, social media rants. I think it would be really good if we could just take a step back and just simplify things.
The world has serious problems with destroying itself due to capitalism, greed, and the negative aspects of human nature. And it's all really happened in the last 200 years on an ecological level, and I think we obviously need to address that very, very urgently.
People are living in fear, constant fear. All these things are happening, and I think a lot of it comes from fear. A lot of it comes from a severe lack of self-awareness. This whole thing in America, it's ridiculous. It's a train wreck to watch Trump and all.
I saw a really funny thing the other day about
why a guy doesn't like watching soccer. And he said there's nothing more boring than watching 22 millionaires running around the field, pretending to trip over.
We really need to crack down on renewable energy and starting to get all that renewable energy going. Because right now we're just burning up our world with coal and oil, and I'm hating it.
Also with global warming, I think that is like, I mean, people still think that it's not real or anything like that, and it totally is. And also just the pollution, especially here being in India, is just absurd. I can't really imagine it.
We are not paying the proper attention towards the environment problem.
There's way too much plastic already. You want to get rid of it. Toss the camera, toss your phone, toss your computer, toss your car too, because about half of it's plastic. You want to deal with plastic, we can get rid of it all. Don't start with one silly water bottle.
I just think that it's so silly that we're doing that to ourselves and to our world when we've only got one. We're destroying it through so many different means.
We got to start respecting the fact that there's a lot of nature around, and that's the key to our survival.
At the molecular level, we're all the same. So if only we can understand that in the truest sense possible, then I think the entire world will be grateful for whatever there is around them, and there will be peace and harmony to an extent.
Keep healthy and keep smiling, be happy, keep peace, maintain peace, and be transparent to everyone.
If we start looking at everyone as a human, like me, everyone is there, then I can guarantee the world will have peace.
If all people start to chant Om at the same time, maybe it can change our world in 1 second.
All beings on this planet would just sit for 20 minutes twice a day and just silently repeat the word Om. Then the whole vibrational field of this planet would be clean.
Yeah, all world. So I say, be nice person, I think, to have for also understand that do good for others, and first if need to good others, then trying to be change ourselves first.
Follow your passion and don't get caught in situations where you're not doing what you want to do, like paying for a mortgage.
Leave religion, leave all these beliefs behind, leave all these methods of brainwash that we go through.
Maybe even leave your job. Life is not about what it seems to be.
After 4 months of traveling, I'd say go and travel, experience different cultures, and realize how potentially lucky you are.
To be more aware about all the differences and to understand more that there is not only one way to live.
What today the world needs is a peace, harmony, brotherhood, a universal responsibility.
I would like the whole world to unite as one and take the divide of religion away, so everyone can understand that there's one God and we all come from the same place and we're going back to the same place.
To follow the path of Buddhism, because it's, in my opinion, it's the only one.
I would like to tell everybody that there is no reason for suffering, and you suffer when you think that the situation you are right now in should or could be otherwise.
Not many people talk about human trafficking enough and the side effects of it, and about how it affects not only the child but the family and everybody around, because it's not only the one girl in the family, it's it extends to so many different children within families because the parents feel like they can't do anything, and it has to stop. It really does.
I guess I would just be like, just chill, like stop killing each other, that kind of thing.
It's pretty simple to treat another person as you want to be treated yourself. So I would try to maybe a little bit convince them, saying that we all want to live next to each other as happiness and not misery.
That's the only thing I can say. Just make love, be happy, and respect each other.
Stop being greedy. Think of us instead of me, as in yourself.
Live and let others live in peace and happiness. That's it.
Stop looking at the other and not seeing yourself. Start to find yourself in the faces of everyone that you see, because we all are born in existence. We don't know what existence is. We can't even figure it out. We wake up every morning and we think we have the logic for everything, and then every night when we go to sleep and enter the dream world, we realize we are in something we don't understand.
When I see some Mohammedan people, some Muslim people, everyone's scared that, oh, this Muslim, they're scaring. Why? He's also human. We are also human. But they're looking another face, totally changed, you know.
Obviously different cultures are going to mix and not work well together, but I think that that's part of living in a world. You've got to learn to understand that there are different cultures and learn to accept them and love them all.
In my life, I've never quite been convinced of any of the political doctrines or religious convictions that people have, and I'm really quite happy to keep investigating and keep wondering and not worry about being uncertain.
I'd like to think I was prepared for death, but I think that rather depends on the manner of my dying. So, you know, if I found that I was dying horribly of cancer, I'm not sure I would find myself very prepared. And I'm absolutely terrified of dying a lingering death from something that effaces personality, like Alzheimer's. But the actual business of quitting this place, yes, I think I would be prepared for it, although the alternative to death is very likeable. I like being alive.
I used to say I was ready to die, but I'm not that arrogant anymore, especially since I had children. And I think that when I think about my death, I mean, at this point, I just wouldn't want to leave such young children without a mother's love.
And am I prepared for death? No, definitely not. I'm having such a good time living. I could not die yet. There's still so many things that I want to do and so many places that I want to go and people that I know I'm going to meet that are going to be amazing. So no, I'm not ready for my own death. I just hope to have a long, happy life before that happens. I hope to see the people around me have a long, happy life as well, without too much sadness and pain, hopefully.
I've gone through a lot of near-death experiences. I think I was never scared of death. For me, death is just something natural of life. It has to happen at some point. It really doesn't matter when it happens, because it just has to be that way.
Death is the natural, and God it decided every moment and each and every moment of the person. And when death will come, they receive it. Happily receive it.
In the West now, death is a strangely taboo subject. Even though people are prepared to look at people dying close up on reality TV, they find it quite hard to talk about death as it happens to their loved ones or as they look ahead to their own death.
I've struggled with depression quite a lot, so I would say I've thought about death quite a lot. Where I am now in my life, it doesn't really bother me because I've considered killing myself so many times. Like, it's not really an issue for me. If I died, I'd be like, well, I've thought about it enough that, yeah, I'm okay with it.
I often think, you know, if I am on my deathbed and I'm looking back, am I proud of what I've done with my life? So that's what drives my choices.
We can die any moment, and as long as I live, the main point for me is to help others as much as I can, and be happy, and cultivate love.
Think quite often about this. I think nearly every day, and I wouldn't say that I'm not prepared. I'd say I'm not ready, of course, but I think thinking about it is trying to prepare yourself.
In my life, nothing seems so definite. I'll just keep wondering, I think, until I die.
When we're dead, it's only happiness. After that, yeah, I think it's only happiness and peace. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing.
And then I'm on the floor and I get up and this guy takes out a knife and just goes straight in my stomach. And I fall down to the floor and I see all of this blood and I'm shivering and I'm just feeling like, oh shit, this is it. And I can't get up, I'm feeling terrible. And I see more blood. And then I'm slowly passing out in between here and just passed out. And this woman, she comes and I feel her just calling for help, just very distant in my ear, just shouting for help. And then this bus driver stops, they pick me up, they take me to the hospital.
I think about death, not so much. Am I prepared for it? I don't think so.
We're given the idea that there's death. That this is the end. This is the end of something that you've got over here, but that's not the end. That's what binds time. That's why we love celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, fucking birthdays, because we've got to relive those times. Because we've been told that we've got this limited period here. But I do not find that true.
You have this kind of ship. It's your body, you have like a consumption, you have a number of days and then it will just, okay, it's not anymore. And so we are in this place to just, I don't know, enjoy all we can do with this body. And maybe I feel something like after your ship is dive, you can come back like a soul and maybe come back again in another body.
The very aim of life is to learn. And you reincarnate again and again just so your soul can learn everything there is in this universe to understand. And okay, once we're dead, I think we just sort of gather whatever we've learned in this life and we move on. We move on to this other level where we learn more. And that's how it goes. It's infinite, it's never ending because there's so much to learn in this universe.
I regularly think about death. Often think about it, and so I used to be very religious and I was prepared for death kind of because I had a belief. Right now I don't have a belief, so I'm less prepared for death. So it's more frightening. I think I'm more afraid of the process, like of being in a dangerous situation and the terror kind of, because I can imagine being in a terrified state. But apart from that, I'm not too worried about death. It's more the however long it takes to die. That's scary.
What would happen after? Is there something after? And that really interests me. Like, can it really be that it just all stops there when you die?
People who are interested in spirituality they've been reborn many times before, and they're slowly reaching towards up and up and up to this either enlightened stage or pure bliss or happiness or something. And I agree with that.
You die and then that's it. I believe.
It's from soil we came and from soil we go, and this is gonna continue forever and ever.
Whether you believe it or not, it's like aging. Whether you want or not, you're gonna age and your body gonna go through some kind of process.
Once the brain dies, this interpretation of the world and all these spiritual ideas, they continue to live in the minds of other people and in the mind of the culture, but not in the individual once we die.
It's like coming to a party and you meet friends and then you say bye-bye to them and they leave, and you know that you're going to catch up with these some known friends in another party one day. So I believe we're all here in a party having fun, and some of them leave early because they have some commitments somewhere else, and then you're going to meet them somewhere else eventually in another party.
I just think about only real when I think about that.
I'm thinking about what's happening to me when I'm going to die, like whether I'm going to get reincarnated into an animal, that'd be awesome, or whether like heaven, because I can never think, like I always think when I die you just can't black out, like it's not just going to go black, there's something else that's got to happen after you die.
When you die, and depending on what you've done in your life, there's something next. And I think in the West it's a bit different, where it's more about one life, where in the Eastern sense it's more about like a continuous like life, different lifetimes. So I think there's more kind of realization that death is not the end.
Oh, I think the West has some terrible attachments to death, and I think the West is driven by fear in so many forms, most of all death, and I think the East has a lot to teach us. There are many people in the West that accept it more freely as well, but it is just, I think, part of life cycle, and if you can find your peace with it, I think life becomes a lot easier.
I don't like to think about my death because I just want to live. I want to do a lot. It's not about just me. I want to do a lot for people. I want to do a lot for the world. Wherever I can, whatever I can. So I don't want to shut it right now. Maybe I'm not ready.
I do think about death. I just lost my father and my grandmother within a month. So it's something I'm dealing with right now a lot. So I have been thinking about it a lot. I don't know if I am personally prepared for it. I don't think you really can be.
So many dimensions to love.
My personal definition of the word love. Okay. I think love's probably undefinable by its very nature.
It's that feeling that you get in your heart where you feel connected.
Love is respect. Love is caring. Love is valuing the other person's existence.
If you really want to experience love, it means you have to remove totally your ego, to erase it and remove it at the root. Then if you have no ego, then you can experience love. You can love the person without wanting the person.
The most important thing, communicating.
Always be truthful to each other, but still you don't have to tell always the truth. Like a little lie is okay. Like a little lie, for example, if she asks, do you look at other women? Of course you look at other women, but you don't have to tell it. Because it can be bad if you tell. It's like, I had it several times with some girlfriends, so that's something I've learned for myself.
I've just started a relationship with someone who's a bit older than me, 47. So obviously at our age, it's a little bit different. You're more rational.
Love, I think for me, is happiness. When you find people that you love, whether it be in a romantic relationship or a not romantic relationship, you just feel so at ease and at home with that person. My dad's always said that wherever home is. Home is where the heart is.
Married life is very complicated life.
I think what lag at times with the couples is they don't find something common to do together which can bind them. Normally they have kids, which binds them.
Every time love is something new to me. I learn a lot from it and I give it new meanings. Maybe love is kind of a ritual about connection between two people. And you can feel this connection with a lot of intentions and thoughts and meaning and interpretations.
It's like a contract. That's the best word I could find. It's just a contract between two people that understand that they want to live together.
If you feel like in love for someone, it's because in a way like you're just playing the same melody.
Love with your heart and you love with wisdom, not puppy love. And that is called divine love, according to me. Where you can find your soulmate or you can find your heart flame and you'll be with that man forever. Or a woman, anything.
One night stands, it depends. Sometimes it's very nice, very fun, but sometimes it can be horrific. I'm sorry.
I think confidence and security in yourself. Before you're with someone else, you must be strong in yourself, you must be complete. You can't look for traits that you lack in someone else. It's not their job to do that. So you have to be a strong person and not depend on them to make you happy.
The mind of the woman is totally different from the mind of the man. So you need to understand that sometimes she's gonna get angry with something that you think it's silly and vice versa. So you need to respect that, and also I think both need to respect each other's space.
Just be their existence without needing to talk or without needing to keep on in a conversation. It's like comfortably present with each other.
Like, okay, you have defaults, but good, take it. The people you're with have defaults too. Take it also and go over it.
When I think about us is that I wish for everyone to find someone that you can like really be yourself and really trust and know that the person wants the best for you. And yeah, I think it's about partner, like being really good partners and friends.
Real love is when you don't have to think about it. When you just see the other person and the whole world is within those eyes and the whole existence is within those eyes that you're looking at, and you feel everything is in its place because you found this person that is recognizing you as the full being that you are.
Yeah, we met on the internet actually. So it was just a simple website that everybody uses in Paris to meet other people, and it's not necessarily supposed to be serious at the end, but finally it was. So
by the end of it, there was a lot of fighting, there was a lot of negativity, but we were trying so hard.
Love is selfless. Attachment is selfish. Love is selfless. So to truly love somebody is to truly want what's best for them. And to truly love everybody is to want what's best for everybody. You know?
I found I'm not alone. That's important because I was thinking I'm alone.
Because love is just wanting the best, wanting happiness and wanting the best for everyone, regardless of who they are.
Trying to understand people who you normally wouldn't create a connection with. And it turned out that this guy knew Jimmy Page and Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. Like, they jammed with them back in the day and stuff. And like, you find amazing things out about people when you just get outside your comfort zone and push yourself a little bit.
I think the last person I was in love with, I'm probably still in love with, probably will be for the rest of my life. It's a little complicated, but I think that's true love, right? That you love them, whether they're able to love you back or not.
wanting the happiness of someone else, maybe at a cost to yourself, I would say is love. Yeah.
Last night I saw someone who was looking like an angel. It was a kind of crazy dream, and I was asking to him, what the fuck, I want to meet my big love, and I want to marry someone, and blah blah blah, have some children, and he began to laugh actually, and I said, what are you laughing? He told me, you're not looking for love, you're just like looking for nice ass. I was like, what?
I would say love is to follow your being with no will involved and no interest involved. And so you can love this closet or bed or whatever it is, and you can love other people, and you can love yourself, and you can love animals, and yeah, love is everywhere.
Oh, it's just so much happiness. I guess that would be it for me. And yeah, just, I don't know, just, yeah, feeling really happy and lovely and just, I don't know, just nice.
Bye.